This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Buffalo Bills. Taken in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. On first down, Wilson. Forced out to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. Micah Hyde able to get a hand in and knock that one away.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start. On third down, Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared, but I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Now a man open down the middle of the field and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. First down. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. One of the best of the last decade or so, Bobby Wagner in to bring him down. Now on 2nd and 13. Allen, it's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
John Brown. A gain of 9 brings up third down.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't as long as they're not listening to the check.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
44-yard line.
From the 44. Wilson eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And they do finally get him at the 12.
Seahawks.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
Stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3.
Bills 3. Jason Myers to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
First and 10.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
The ball carrier.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
And 7 yards to go.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted.
Another day, another dollar, baby.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Jason Myers to kick off for us.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
He's got the first, and he coughed it up. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
2-yard line.
Now Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Wilson now to throw on third down. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's fourth down. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Fourth down, here's Wilson, and that is going to be incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert, and the Bills are going to get the football back. Singletary to get the drive started, and some room to roam now. He's got daylight past the 20.
How you like me now?
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Singletary, the ball carrier.
Devin Singletary, 64 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Bills 10.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned it. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trent Murphy. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off at the 15. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it'll be second down. Throwing again, Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get...
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time.
Wilson.
Tre'Davious White with a pick. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
Singletary, the ball carrier.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And 2 at the 30-yard line.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown.
Touchdown.
Devin Singletary with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills have retaken the lead.
Is good.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should.
He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
10 at the 37-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He lets it fly for Lockett and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Second and
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. This is Carson, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And able to get this out to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, 66 yards. And the Bills have broken the tie. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first down, Carson. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. From the gun, it's Allen. He hits Beasley right side. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
25-yard line.
A quick throw taken in by Diggs.
Allen's pass.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Being chased out left. And that is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by DJ Reed. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Back now in Seattle, Washington.
17.
It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. On third down, Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a 4th down?
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only got a couple, but a couple is all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Buying time to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. To throw again. Wilson escaping the pressure right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 19-yard line. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Now it's Carson. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
With the handoff.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Dancing to his left, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Is good.
The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about 22.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
I'm fairly sure that there's no good time to cough up the football, but this couldn't be much worse, could it?
No.
This situation, this yard line, no chance.
They set it on a T-form. They're already in field goal range here late in the 4th now.
Yeah, warm up the kicker. Just make sure they take care of the ball now. They've got a chance to put this thing away.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. 2nd and 11 now. Throwing now is Wilson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The sack there by Trent Murphy.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Here's Wilson. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard stripe. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
2 yards down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations are... The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, You just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Allen off the play fake. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
At the 36-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On play action, Allen. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
Allen's pass intercepted. The Seahawks take over first.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee.